What's going on, guys? In this training video, we are going to cover additional resources, and we're also going to talk about a few questions that you may have at this point, okay? Now, throughout the training, I have intentionally left out a few different things because I wanted to really recap everything here on this video and explain to you how all of these different things work. So I definitely want to show you some additional resources. Now, here's the thing, you guys. There are a lot of training systems out there, okay? I realize this. There's a lot of good training systems out there. But what many of these systems don't do is actually give you different resources and different places where those educators actually learn from on their journey, okay? Most trainings, all they do is just give you their training, and it's the holy grail of everything, okay? And I'm here to be transparent with you and be totally honest and admit that there are other things that I use in order to be a successful trader, okay? So what I want to do is I want to go over a few of those things with you. Now, before I forget, I want to talk to you a little bit about brokers and broker selection, okay? Within the training system, I didn't really cover brokers or selecting a broker. Reason being is that in our community, we're going to have a few brokers that we recommend. However, this is changing all the time, okay? Brokers go through different regulatory issues. They have liquidity issues. There's a lot of different variables that play a role in selecting a broker, okay? How tight are the spreads? How user-friendly are they? How compatible are they on MT4? So while today I might say one or two brokers are good, tomorrow that might change, okay? So if you're looking for reference in terms of what broker should you use and how do you get started, you're going to learn that in our community as well as on a mentorship call. So if you're wondering that why by now we haven't talked about that and how to set up a live account, that's because things are constantly changing, and I don't want to put something on the training that isn't going to be applicable to you when we can cover it in the community or we can talk about it on a mentorship call. So it's pretty simple. I mean, just to put it out there, if you want to get a broker account, use one of our recommended brokers that you'll learn through in the community or on a call. And then you're going to go ahead and go to their website and just sign up. I mean, it's that simple, you guys. They walk you through the prompts. You're going to do know your customer. They're going to verify you as a person, and you set up your live account going through their prompts, okay? Setting up a broker account is totally separate from what we do as an educational service. That's between you and your broker. All I can do is make a professional recommendation at the time of you starting this training, okay? So I just wanted to put that out there about brokers. It's on you to find a broker that fits for you based on your level of risk, your desired spreads, many other factors, okay, that we talked about prior here. So my goal with this video is to give you kind of an overview on some different resources that I've used. And I'll tell you guys, I use a lot of different resources when I trade the market. So my best advice to you is be a resourceful trader. Be resourceful. Don't feel like you just have to use our training and just a couple different websites. Like, be resourceful and go out there and get in-depth information on everything that you learn. Now, what I'm not saying is go out and learn a bunch of different strategies, okay? Right now at this time, I highly recommend you hone in on what I've taught you in terms of strategy and application and use that in your trading, okay? But in terms of research, understanding fundamentals, and understanding how indicators, price action, market structure, all our different confirmations work more in depth, there are some good resources for you. So the first one, which we've already talked about, is TradingView. Now, I already covered TradingView in a lengthy training video, so you guys already know there are different resources here for you to learn from. You guys, listen, this is a free resource. If you're marking up charts and you're looking at trades, go on TradingView and see what other professionals are saying about the pair you want to trade, okay? Just look it up. Search it in the search bar or go to the different tabs here for ideas, markets, scripts, screener. All this stuff is going to provide you tons of value. And again, we already covered this in the training video, but I just want to reiterate the power of TradingView. There is so much value on this one website. You guys can get tons and tons of information on top of what you're already learning from me. Okay, so definitely utilize this website. Now, The next website we're going to talk about is Forex Factory. Okay. Now, we went over a little bit about Forex Factory, but I just want to reiterate a few things. Okay. When you're on Forex Factory, make sure that you're looking up the currency that you're going to be trading in the colored red folder. Okay. You're looking for red colored folders as they will have the most impact on that currency. Now, remember, the first currency is the base currency, and the second currency is the secondary currency or the underlying currency. So with that being said, if you're trading Euro USD, okay, and we have some USD news coming out at 11 a.m., and it's a red folder, and let's say the prediction is that the market's going to go down, remember, if the US dollar is weakening, the euro could go up. Okay, it could go up. All right, so that's going to be key in terms of understanding how news works. Now, yellow and orange folders will also impact the market, but generally not too much. In terms of news and fundamentals, you guys, it's not going to be a crazy impact unless it's a huge news event. That could spark a long-term trend, but in most cases, it's really only a trend on the 15-minute or 1 hour, and then the natural trend will proceed. So there could be a bad news event that comes out about the US dollar. Maybe Donald Trump says something negative and it causes the US dollar to drop quickly, but then it recovers and goes back up. Okay, so I want you to understand that don't rely on news solely to make your trading decisions, okay? A lot of people look at this and say, oh man, this is amazing. I can just trade with news and make money. Now that's true. I do know traders that use news in order to be profitable, but they back it up with other confirmations. They use technical analysis. They look at the fundamentals of each currency, understand the overall trend, understand other factors, variables, and confirmations before they make a decision. Okay, this is just supplemental information for your trade. This can be an additional confirmation that you've got a good trade idea on your hands. Okay, so again, explore this website. Definitely use it to its fullest potential. I use it every day. I want to know what the news is. I want to know what upcoming events we have. And you can also take a look at trades. There are some predictions on here. I wouldn't say to rely on it, but if you see an interesting analysis or you see some interesting ideas, check it out. It's worth a shot, right? So definitely another resource I highly, highly recommend. And keep in mind, we have 3 different types of analysis. Number 1, fundamental analysis. Number 2, technical analysis, which is what we've dedicated most of our training to, which is reading charts. Okay, and number 3 is sentimental analysis. Now, I want you guys to understand, this is another topic I didn't really get into, but I'm going to cover briefly now. The reason why I didn't really cover the types of analysis is, personally, I really don't care for the other 2. I almost purely will use technical analysis when I trade. Many traders will say, that's crazy, you should never do that. I do look at fundamentals, of course, when I make a trading decision, and I do look at news and different factors. So again, I do use fundamentals, but if I really had to put a weight scale to it, I would say 90% of my decisions are based on technicals or reading charts, and 10% is based off fundamentals, okay, or news or the actual economics and background of a currency. So it's important to understand that you do need a combination there. So you do need to understand how the market works at a fundamental level, which is Forex Factory, news, different information like that, economics. But it's also extremely important that you utilize technical analysis. And in my opinion, always use TA first, okay? Always trust your TA skills and your chart markups first, okay? Now, the third type is sentimental analysis. This is applied a lot in cryptocurrency. If you guys are familiar with crypto, with the massive uptrend we had up to 20K, there was a lot of positive sentiment going into Bitcoin. There was a lot of hype around it. That was a great time to really get in and buy. Not at the top, of course, but when the whole hype thing was happening, it was a good time to get in because we knew that Bitcoin was going to ride the wave of hype or the bubble. So when we talk about bubbles, we're talking about sentiment. How is the market sentiment? Are people positive? Do they have a positive outlook about it, or do they have a negative outlook about it? So it's also important to understand what is the overall outlook or sentiment based on consumers or investors in the market. You need to know how people are reacting, because again, psychology is extremely important in trading. If you understand how you think toward the market, you can understand how other traders think and view the market as well. And if you understand how other investors and traders are trading the market, you'll know exactly when to get in and exactly when to get out. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about Forex Factory and the different types of analysis. Now, let's take a look at YouTube. I want to show you one channel for now that I really, really like. However, there are other good channels out there, but I would be very careful with this. You definitely want to be careful with the information that you get on YouTube. So this is really the only credible source that I'm going to give you for right now. And actually, I'll give you two. There's another good one. Number one is Trading 212. You guys, I absolutely love this channel. Okay, literally, you guys, you're going to go to this channel, you're going to check out the videos, and you're going to see they give out massive value, and it's free. Okay, so if you guys looked at the RSI indicator when we talked about it, or Bollinger Bands, or divergence, all that stuff, you can literally look up on their videos. Okay, so all I'm going to do is, like, let's say I had a question about the RSI. So I would type Trading 212 RSI. It's already on here. Boom, right there. Beginner's Guide to RSI. And the cool part about that is it goes more in depth than what I told you about. What I told you about was tailored toward our trading style. But what they teach you, this guy here is a master trader. He's been trading for a very long time, and he's extremely profitable. And in my opinion, one of the best educators that I've ever learned from. That's why I'm sharing this with you. So when you learn about RSI with him, he's going to give you a bunch of different perspectives on exactly how you can utilize the RSI in order to start trading profitably. Okay, so it's awesome because he'll teach you how different indicators give you a signal and how they work in different ways. Same thing applies with divergence. Let's say I was like, oh, you know, I understand that divergence is very important in terms of our mastermind strategy, but how do I really use it? You'll go to 212 divergence, and boom, right there, using divergence to find tops and bottoms. And he has many different videos on all of these different subjects. And again, if you want to use an indicator outside of what we use, go ahead. MACD, if you're curious about the MACD, it does. Listen, you guys, I've used the MACD. It does work. It is a good indicator. If it's something you want to use, check it out on Trading 212. This is going to give you the option to become fully immersed and educated in the markets, okay? Now, I don't want you to get distracted by indicators. That's not what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you is this gives you an opportunity to learn about different things that may suit your trading style, okay? So again, if you want to learn about a very specific part of our training in greater detail, just look it up on Trading 212. Outside of this channel, again, I don't really recommend anything else in terms of learning. If I do find additional resources, there are other videos that I have watched. But again, I believe this is the most consistent and best channel to subscribe to, okay? Now, one more I want to show you, which is very, very cool, is called Chat with Traders. Now, again, you guys, we understand that trading psychology is extremely important. This channel is actually an interview channel where this gentleman here interviews different Forex traders, crypto, commodities traders, stock traders, and you actually get an inside look on the trading psychology behind them, which is awesome because this guy really brings in a lot of exceptional traders, six-figure traders, 7, 8-figure traders that have been highly successful. So for you to learn from them is awesome. So I highly recommend Chat with Traders as a channel for you to watch. Now, you also have my channel as well. You guys can feel free to check that out. Just type in Sean Chouinard. I do have 2 different channels. You're going to want to look for the one with this picture here. You're going to see a lot of Masterminds videos. Now, on my laptop, you can see the training videos, but they are not public. It's all paid for information on our website. But if you scroll through, I do have other training videos that I have released that you can check out and enjoy, okay? So definitely take a look at other videos that I have. I personally haven't been super consistent in my career with YouTube. However, we're going to be really going hard the next few months on YouTube. So watch out. This channel is going to really, really grow. So definitely subscribe to my channel. Just type in Sean Chouinard and make sure it's the one with the with this picture here. 23 subscribers. So like I said, really small. I haven't focused any time on it. I'm big on Facebook, and that's usually what I leverage. So, but we're working on YouTube, you guys. So that's going to be building too. So watch out for that. Okay. Now, let me think if there's anything else here that I really wanted to cover in terms of resources or anything else that you can do. You guys, in terms of our chat community, I highly recommend that you dive deep into our chat community, get to know other traders, network with our team, get to know other people and learn from them. Ask to get on a call with somebody that's, just starting out trading with you. Work off of each other, bounce trade ideas off of each other. If you want to get on a call with myself or other leaders, feel free to schedule something or just ask questions, okay? Really, the best way for you to learn is to be actively learning and continuously asking questions throughout the process. That is the absolute best way that you will be successful on your trading journey. Now, a little bit more advice. Now, I covered this in the very first video, if you remember, on the home screen, but I'm going to cover it again. You guys, in terms of trading, many of you are going to be going live. I want you to understand that when you go live, you are starting to trade with real money. Most people coming in at trading have an employee mindset, and they don't understand how trading works. There's a saying my mentor once told me: everyone knows how to make money. Few know how to save money, but even fewer know how to multiply their money. There's a reason why very few people, only about 10% of traders, are consistently profitable and can continuously multiply their money time and time again. Emotions and strategy. You guys, if you can learn to break away from that strong desire and connection to have money, you're going to be successful. Trading is about pure rational thinking. You mark up your chart. It is what it is. You put in your stop loss, you put in your take profit, and you run with it. It is a system. Even if you lose more trades than you win, as long as your winners far outrun your losers, you're going to be consistently profitable. But it will take time, because listen, you guys, our team only looks for the top 5% of trade setups in the market. So we're not going to be giving you an abundance of trade setups. Now, technically, you're going to have a few per day, but it's not going to be like you're going to get 10 or 20 trades per day. Half of them are mediocre, half of them are so-so, and half of them are great, right? You're going to be really looking at top level trade setups based on our professional opinions, okay? Not to say they're all going to be profitable, but based on today's averages as of the date of this recording, we are about 85% accurate overall, okay, which is very, very strong in terms of accuracy, which means that if you utilize a system with proper risk management, you are going to find success. So, although I gave you all of these resources, I want you to be clear on one thing. Stick to the strategy, be patient with the process, use proper risk management, network with the team, and just embrace the process. This is about compounding your account, okay? If you've ever looked at the penny doubled for a month example, you'll know that if you double a penny for a month, I think it's about, I don't know, what is it? Maybe about $5 million. I could be wrong. It could be more, could be a little less. Anyway, in 30 days, you guys, millions of dollars if you double a penny every single day. But here's the thing. If you actually look at that example, it takes you until day 18 in order for you to be profitable. I actually have a compounding video on my YouTube channel. Feel free to check it out. I go in depth on that. So with that being said, it will take you time to really start compounding and getting into thousands and thousands of dollars in profit. But if you let the process work and you really focus on proper risk management and progressively building your account, you can be extremely wealthy in months to a year to 2 years, okay? For everybody's journey is different. Very few people find wealth in their first year. I'll just be honest. You can make a consistent income. You could make a full-time income doing it, but very few people get 6, 7, or 8 figures in their first year. Most people that become very wealthy from trading, it takes them about 2, 3, 4, or even 5 years, okay? That's just the reality of it, because it takes time to really master the skill set and it takes time to master your emotions. I mean, think about it. You've went through your whole life an emotional creature acting however you want it to act. Now we're telling you, hey, this is a system you need to follow. You have to be purely rational with no emotion. It's very, very difficult to do. That's why very few traders are profitable. So that's why I'm giving you this advice today, to be patient and just be a humble student. If you can be a student every single day along the way through this journey, you're going to be highly successful. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, next week, next month, or next year, but eventually with this system and with this strategy, you can find massive success. As long as you believe in your ability to do so, it can be done. So you guys, that's it for this training video. I hope this served as a good recap for you, gave you some good resources. And again, we're going to continue to add resources, different training videos, and things along the way. But for now, that is it for this training video. I will see you on the next one.